Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thanksgiving and it's 3:29 a.m. and I'm exhausted. However, today I'm going to share with you some road trip mistakes and how to plan out a road trip correctly if you're going from East Coast to West Coast or basically anywhere in a car with other people for an extended period of time. Enjoy the video.
Watching the Life of V.
Okay, guys, so I took a road trip from New Jersey to California, Los Angeles, twice. Here's some tips. Tip number one, your car. Okay, so first of all, make sure your car does not have a coolant leak in it because I had a coolant leak in my car and I ended up having to basically hitchhike and take a bunch of flights home. And I'll make a whole nother video about that story. I basically lost my car. It blew up because I'm an idiot. Make sure you have all your liquids topped off, tires rotated, new set of tires. And also, if you're going with a bunch of people that don't know how to drive manual, that's going to be an issue. If you have a time limit, if you're the only one driving the car, then you're going to need to sleep. Everyone else should learn how to drive manual if all you have is a manual car, just be okay with being able to sleep like a lot. You're gonna have to take like more frequent breaks since you're not gonna be able to switch off with other people. So yeah, my car was manual and it had a coolant leak, so that was 0 for 2. But one of those problems were my fault, obviously. The coolant leak, I was definitely an idiot for that. I mean, I was stupid. Like, don't get me wrong, I was stupid. But I wasn't stupid to the point where I didn't drive a severely lowered car across the entire country. If you're going to be that stupid, please take all major highways. But if you have a lowered car, and just raise it up, man, unless you're on bag, like obviously if you're on bags, like who cares? But if you're on coilovers and your car is slammed to the ground, just raise it up, please, just for your sake, man. You're gonna go to Tennessee and you're gonna need gas, and then there's not gonna be a gas station for another 10 miles, and it's gonna be in like a dirt road where it's like a bunch of bumps, and you're gonna crack your oil pan in the middle of Tennessee, in the middle of nowhere. But I'm sure 99% of people taking a road trip are not lowered, or even in a modified or manual vehicle. Oh, another thing is, take a car that's very good on gas, please. Don't take a V8. Take a 4-cylinder. Trust me, save you a lot on gas. Tip number 2, definitely the people you're going with. Make sure you can tolerate them for an extended period of time. You might be homies with some people, but they can get on your nerves. I promise you that. Like, some of your best friends might be your best friends for, if you see them an hour a day, but if you see them for 40 hours straight, they're going to start pissing you off. I made that mistake. My boy that I took with me, he's my homie, but he was pissing me off so much. The first day. Just know the people you're going with, man. That's all I could say. Tip number 3, plan your commute. You might end up getting stuck in a situation where you have no idea what to do. I didn't really plan my road trip out in the summer. I actually loved it because I didn't have a single idea of where I was going. Basically, I just put in 2 destinations. The first one was Texas, the second one was Los Angeles. But if you are the type of person that needs to be organized and very to the book, plan out your trip. At least know the cities you want to go to. Have like a goal. Basically, my goal when I went to Los Angeles over the summer was to check out apartments in Los Angeles because I eventually wanted to move there. Hence, I'm living here right now. So just have a goal. Just have a purpose on why you're going to the road trip. If you just want to explore, that's cool. At least know like where the nearest gas stations are and where the nearest rest stops are, because I'm telling you, it'll suck if you're in the middle of nowhere and you have to hitchhike to get back to your house. I'll give more information on that in another video because I had to do that. Tip number 4, take breaks. Okay, so if you're in a situation where you are very tired, and let's say there's one other person with you and he is very tired, or maybe there's a bunch of other people with you in the car and they're all very tired, do not keep driving. I'm telling you, it is how you're going to run your car off of a cliff in the middle of the mountain or something because you're too stubborn to keep driving even when you're falling at the wheel and you're swerving. Trust me, from personal experience, that is scary. I'm telling you. And then you hear the car shaking because you're hitting the bumps in the shoulder, those little ruts, whatever they're called in the shoulder, and you think you're gonna crash, but you know you're not gonna crash because everyone wakes up from those ruts. But make sure you take breaks. Okay, last tip that I want to share with you guys is know the rules of your state, know the laws of your state. So for example, if you're driving in New Jersey and you're on the highway cruising in the left lane, you are probably not going to get pulled over for cruising in the left lane when you're not passing. Let's say you're driving in New Mexico and you're in the left lane and you're cruising and no one is around you, you're not passing anyone, you will get pulled over because you were cruising in a passing lane, and you could even get a ticket for it. My buddy actually got a ticket for it once. New Jersey, you cannot pump your own gas. I think that's one of the only state that's like that. So I, being from New Jersey, was not used to getting out of my car and pumping my own gas. Granted, I knew how to do it. It's very simple. It's just something I was not used to. Just know that states are different. Another thing, in New Jersey they don't have this, but in southern states a lot of your speed is monitored by air traffic. So if you're driving during the day and air traffic sees you're having no idea that you're getting tracked by air patrol, unless you have like, I don't know, a radio or something maybe does it, but I was not used to any of that. People drive differently in different states too. A lot of East Coast drivers are very aggressive. From what I've seen, West Coast drivers are very passive. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys for watching The Life of E. Comment, subscribe, like, share with your grandma, share with your friends, share with your family, and who knows, maybe I'll do another one of these videos if this gets any traction at all, or even if it doesn't, because I enjoyed making this video. And I will definitely have a video about my entire story from going to New Jersey to Los Angeles and how I got an apartment in Los Angeles. I will definitely have that up for anyone who's interested, or even if you're not interested, because I like sharing the story because it's very funny to me. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great rest of your year. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your life if I never ever come across your life ever again. And toodles.